Hey everyone, we're actually live now. This
hey
is welcome to. Hold on, I'm getting a. Hold on a minute.
You're 1 minute late.
Oh, we're 1 minute late.
Sorry.
We've got a fill-in producer. We'll call Alec our producer today. He's. I think we might have went live briefly for a little bit. But,
I don't know. We're here now.
We're here, and we're going to talk about cool stuff. We're going to call this Ready Made RC's Friday stream now, I guess.
Not Facebook Friday.
Yeah.
Friday stream.
Yeah, because we're streaming both on Facebook
Simulcasting.
and on YouTube. So.
Yep.
Anyway,
So you can see us on 2 screens if you wanted to.
You can see us on all the screens. So, do you know for sure if it's streaming on YouTube? Okay.
We are live on YouTube.
It looks like we're live.
Okay.
We're going to go with it. We're going to talk to the camera whether we're live or
Yes,
not.
we will.
I'm Tim.
I'm Kevin.
And, let's go ahead and talk about some new stuff that we've got here. We do maybe want to mention that we're going to do a giveaway at the end.
So make sure you watch the entire show. We will be giving away something pretty cool, near and dear to my heart. So stay tuned.
Very close to your heart,
Yes.
Kevin. Very close. So, stay tuned to the end, and we'll try to keep eye on content or on comments for both Facebook and YouTube. So it looks like Matt said hello on YouTube, and
Matt
Steve
Warner, cool.
and Bill said hi and afternoon on Facebook. So it looks like that's
Awesome.
working. So let's get started. First product, the VAS 2. Well, that's not the 2.4 gigahertz. The VAS diamond antennas.
This is the 433.
This is the 433. We've got 433 and 2.4. We might have 900 too, maybe. We may have had
No, we just have 2.4 and 433 right now. So.
So what are they?
Well, they are antennas, of course. PCB, this one right here. If you want to hold on to that one, I'll grab the 2.4.
Here.
So the 2.41 was designed for the Tyrannus. They were available in RP and regular SMA. So if you have your stock Tyrannus with the RP in it or haven't, upgraded to the regular SMA,
Right.
we've got it from both sides. So
And the big advantage of these is they're linear antennas, somewhat like dipoles, except 2.1 dB of gain. That means basically that you're going to radiate out from either side. I believe these are weighted a little bit more away from the connector, if I remember right. Doesn't say here, but if I remember right, that's the specific design of these antennas. So again, if
more range on your Tyrannus or
any RC controller using a
433.
UHF system, put this on. It's going to be much better than any of the stock antennas you're going to get, and way easier to mount on the radio.
You want to show them the side view real quick?
Yeah, here, let's go ahead and kick this over. First of all, well, that's big enough to be too big for the camera view.
Yeah, you can see that there. Your Tyrannus. Focus. There you go.
Sorry, we switched cameras. It doesn't like to focus.
Of course, it's
Which way do you orient them? So,
No.
there, sorry. We're new to this. So, basically here, this one's large enough. You want it, if you're vertical, maybe leaned slightly towards where you're flying. So if you're holding the radio, maybe slightly leaned up.
Maybe
Think
10
of
degrees.
maybe 10 degrees. Think of the bulk of the signal coming off the side of this. So way better than when you have an antenna pointed out of the top of your radio, which is horrible because it's actually sending a signal.
You're pointing the null directly at your plane. So
if you think of the null or the dead spots, they're at the top
the
and
ends.
bottom of this, sticking straight out from either side. So orient it like you're pointing the side of it at the antenna. Really, you're pointing this wire where you're
point
flying.
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
Point
that's
the
probably a
wire where
good
you
way
want
to
to
put
go.
it. So hopefully that helps. That was Alex saying it. Alex, geez, you should know that now. I think that might have been a leading question.
It
Actually.
might have been, yes.
We did not plan that though. Anyway, we've got the 2.4 gigahertz is only $16, $15.99.
That's true. The bigger one, the 433, is $25.99.
Yeah.
So a bit more expensive. It's a bigger antenna. So
Alex is just spamming us with questions. Can you fly behind you with them? Well, sure you can, but like any antenna, it's going through your body, so you're going to get some deadening. So I would say your range isn't quite as far that way. But sure, why not? It is an Omni antenna. There you go.
There you go.
Why are you looking at me funny, Kevin?
I'll lead with the question. This is similar to the Mox, right?
It is. I believe it's the same basic design as the Moxon antenna that also came from IB Crazy. So, except this is closed loop. Moxon, I don't think, is closed. I don't think it has a full conductive path all the way through. What's next?
Up next is our giveaway item. We're not going to tell you how you're going to win it yet, but we will do an unboxing here. If you've been following on your products, you'll know what this is. But Tim, do you want to do the honors here on the side view?
I will. Let's do that. So I will say that tools are near and dear to Kevin's heart.
Yes, and especially this one.
He loves tools. What's up, Don from Hawaii?
Or boxes.
Or boxes, yeah. Kevin, if we find we're visiting vendors and stuff, he sees tools, he's done.
This one we didn't need a vendor for. This is straight up
designed
by us.
Here. Focus, come on. So what is this? It looks like just a brick of aluminum. What is that? So
see some nice hex holes there. That's an 8mm on one side and 5.5 on the other.
Hey, there we go.
So you can use it as a prop tool or for
tool.
small nuts.
But magic.
Look at that.
You now have two tools. And let's see here. I want to do this right. Wrong. Sorry. Kevin's look at that. You can even use it to torque on that as well.
Yeah, so if you need a little extra torque, you can use that on the Allen wrench there.
What sizes do we have?
Well, we have, of course, the M5 and M3 nuts on the sides. And on tip 1, we have 2.0mm and 1.5mm. And if you flip them over, you have 2.0mm and 2.5. So the reason for having two of the 2.0mm is because, well, one, for durability. You're going to use that a lot for most of your quadcopter screws. And each set screw is 2.0mm. So in order to change them over, you have to have one on each side of 2.0mm. That's titanium nitride coated, hardened steel tips. It's gonna last you a while, and it fits nicely in your pocket. All the corners, every corner on this has been rounded off, so it doesn't hurt your palm, and it doesn't make any extra holes in your jeans. So if you're going somewhere traveling, this is really nice to have. Shouldn't have any issues going through TSA with that because it's below 7 inches, and
it's held together with magnets, so it just.
Yeah, the reason for two magnets is so they actually pull themselves together and pull it closed. If we had one big long magnet, it would kind of slide, but it wouldn't close all the way. So that's why we have two magnets rather than just a single long one.
We are looking for a better solution for this little camera here. Sorry, the focus is horrible on it.
We've got the keychain loop on the end too. It will hold together, but if you try to like throw it apart, it will come loose. But it should hold pretty well for you. Nice heavy quality feel to it.
Yeah, Doug, I agree. This is a cool idea. These guys were talking about it. I thought they were crazy, but this is a really neat tool. Switch back here. There we go.
This is our giveaway item today.
Yes, we will give one of these away, or two of these away, actually.
We're giving away two?
Yeah, we're going to do one on YouTube and one on Facebook.
Wow, okay.
Since we have people commenting from both places.
I see Doug Tussing is on there. What's up, Doug?
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
So
the price on this is $18.99. So it's not. What's that?
He said, Kelly said, I'll let you know on Sunday with TSA.
Okay, that's true.
There you go.
Good point, Kelly. Let us know. Make sure you carry it on. If you lose it, maybe we'll get you a new one.
Yeah, there you go. We'll hook you up. It should be fine, though. It's size-wise and everything, unless they just don't know what it is.
That's true.
They get freaked out by things.
Tell them it's a tool. I think 7 inches is the maximum of tool length you can carry on TSA. I've done it just fine with our other wrenches. So
the anodizing is really nice on that too. I don't know, what Kevin said. I was kind of fooling around with it.
Kind of like gunmetal gray, a little bit lighter than that, but.
Yep. You love giveaways. Lucky Dog Promotions or Production says I love giveaways. So
well, maybe you can win.
Just gotta stay with us. All right. So that's like Kevin said, $18.99 and available now. Now the next we have is a new radio from Spektrum. It is the DX8E.
Yes.
It's a radio. It's kind of like the DX6E, where I believe you can do a lot of the programming through PC. Correct? Let's see. 8-channel, obviously. Smooth quad bearing, not quads as in quadcopter, but quad bearing, 4-bearing radio. Yep, there we go. One of the things I really like, and something that bothered me a lot, I'm going to switch back to the other view since it's kind of hard to see here, is most of the time, almost all radios come with the antenna like that.
Especially Spektrum.
Straight out.
Tyrannus, you've got the adjustable antenna, but this...
in my view, that is the worst possible position because your null, your weakest signal is straight where you're flying for the most part. So they finally got smart and allowed you to tip it up. So now, it could go a little further, but now it's still at least
much better.
Way better. Your null is almost straight over your head, how most people hold the radios. It's
Pretty cool feature on the back too. Show them that. Maybe that's better for the side view. I've never seen this before in any radio. It's pretty.
So for those international buyers, look at that. It actually has mode selection on it. This focus is horrible. Trust us, that fuzzy image there is a mode selection.
So you slide it over, and you can go from mode 2 to
2/4 to mode 1/3. I'm sure the manual tells you a lot more about how exactly it works, but yeah. So now, and that's what these are for. You have little pop-offs to be able to engage or disengage the ratcheting, I'm sure is what that's for, and the spring.
Okay. A little smaller than your typical DX8 as well, so it's a little more nicer form factor. Doesn't have the rubber grips on the side. That's one thing I don't like about it. But the price is right. It's $199.99 for a Spektrum radio, the 8-channel. That's a pretty good deal, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good deal. It's for a Spektrum radio at that price. That's awesome. It does come with AA's. So batteries are included.
Yes.
So there you go. New radio from Spektrum. So something, well, we can show Kevin's actually. They were in stock and new, and they're out of stock right now. But
If you missed
we do
it,
have more ordered.
We did do an unboxing of these live featuring these goggles right here. And these are the HDOs from FatShark. I'm sure you've heard about them.
Every time I look through these things, I am more impressed. I know there were a few skeptics out there thinking they looked very similar to other FatShark goggles. Night and day difference in this image quality.
We sold out in about 8 hours, I think.
Yeah, I think so. First batch sold out, and partially because, well, it's because they're good goggles, but we also still are giving away a free STRIX strap with it whenever we sell that. And what else did we have on there? Well, free shipping.
Free shipping, yep.
I mean, everything is up to 5% of the
Don't
value.
gloss over that. That's some expensive shipping we have on there for free.
Yeah,
so.
Worldwide. We were seeing everywhere if you were just buying goggles, it was free shipping. So
and we do have more of these on order. I think another batch of these.
Yeah,
I'm not sure when they'll show up.
I haven't received confirmation, but we should get the second batch as soon as or earlier than anyone else gets their next batch if they're sold out already. So get them now. Get in. But I guess to go back to what makes them so amazing, it's really the OLED screen that's in them.
Yeah, we're doing some more flying with them today, and it's just amazing. Going back from the Dominator V3s and some other ones we tried to these, it's just like it's eye-opening.
It's so hard, unfortunately, on the live video here to show you what the difference is. If you get a chance to check out anyone's, that's going to sell it right there for you. Just look at someone else's.
Kelly was here today. He tried them out, and I think he was impressed with the difference too.
The colors are so bold, and the contrast, the darks are really dark, and the brights are really bright.
Besides the colors, my eyes don't get tired anymore when I'm watching my feed. My Dominator HD2s, which have the gigantic screens, I have a little bit of blur all around the sides of it, and I'm always searching. My eyes are always working really hard to see everything. With these, the colors pop more, and it's in focus. I feel like my eyes aren't trying as hard to see everything. So that's a big improvement for me.
So great goggles. Pre-order again now since the first batch is gone, I think, everywhere. But check them out. And if you want to look around as people get these, I mean, we started shipping them right away. So
if you're skeptical, find them somewhere, and then I think you'll change your mind.
Yeah. So I guess the last thing we've got on our list here. I don't know. Is there anything else? Anyone questions or anything? Everyone can see the crash clear now. Doug says, "Yeah."
Yes.
Doug,
yes. I did crash a Stratosurfer in the pond today. I will blame the Tyrannus on that, yes.
Equipment failure.
We ignored the Tyrannus warning saying RSSI critical, RSSI low, and we finally paid the price. Alex gave me the controls, and I went right into the water. So, yeah.
The pond has eaten another
It
plane.
did. The Stratosurfer does not work on water, no matter how much it looks like it would. It does not. This was straight nose in. It was completely waterlogged. Yeah, we're going to smash that receiver with a hammer so we don't use it again.
You think, yeah. I mean, obviously, the post-crash stuff is kind of hard, but you think bad antenna or just bad receiver?
It was a bad receiver, I think, because we were about 50 feet away in it, or just over the pond.
Getting worse.
On our side of the pond, closest to us. It wasn't very far, so.
The pond has eaten many planes.
I think this
receiver a few times.
Now the Stratosurfer, it did survive just fine. None of the ailerons were cracked off. It was
just
fine.
Have to dry it off.
We'll have to see if we have to replace the ESC or not, but for sure the receiver, because that's been around for a while and it's always been giving us warnings. We just ignore it.
Sometimes equipment here gets passed around and we don't know its history. So
so this one we paid the price for.
Yeah, exactly. Blame it on the radio. Yeah, Dan, I know that's what I was thinking too, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to give away 2 STRIX T9 tools.
That's over there.
Can you see Facebook's comments live?
Yeah, Facebook up live.
All right, because there's a little bit of a delay to our comment interface here, I guess, for Facebook.
But YouTube should be.
YouTube should be right away, so we'll keep an eye. So the first person to answer this question, we're just going to do the first question.
Are you ready? Get your keyboards ready.
Are you ready? Because you might have to do some quick research. Do you know the proper answer, by the way? Might want to look that up so we know if they get the right answer.
Give me a second.
Preparation is
You
key.
know what the first question is?
I believe so.
Yeah. All right. So while Alec is looking that up, I guess one thing I wanted to bring up, we weren't sure we were going to talk about it anyway, is currently the FAA funding reauthorization bill is in process, and the AMA has been hitting us up with emails, kind of reminding everyone to contact your representatives to make sure that the amendment goes in there that includes the, what is it, part
334, I think, is it?
I can't remember what it is, but the exemption for allowing us to fly under the AMA rules
As modelers.
as model aircraft and not have to everyone fly under Part 107 rules, which is it would be real bad for all of us.
Yeah.
So that's been in there for the past few years to allow us to fly under the AMA rules. Apparently, there's been some pressure from some large companies that maybe don't like
They have a vested interest.
hobbyists. Yeah, they may seem to have some vested interest in keeping hobbyists out of this.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, go to the AMA website, Academy Model Aeronautics, Model Aircraft.
It's really easy to do.
And it has a form that you can just fill out to send directly to your representatives to kind of make sure that they know that modeling and this model aircraft is important. It's important for a lot of reasons. Helps with education, STEM. You know, the hobbyists, I think, are a lot of times it helps people get interested in aviation. I know the Air Force has had problems with keeping enough pilots. So, support, close your Facebook account, someone said. I don't know about that. Anyway.
Alec, do it right now. Close everything.
Close it all. Goodbye.
Close it. We're done.
Power off.
Can't win.
Yeah. So, all right. So we've got the right answer to the question now, unless it changed in the past 2 minutes. So the first person to answer correctly first in Facebook and in YouTube. What's that?
It did. It changed.
It changed
Within
already?
5.
Yeah, we've got some-
Within 5
All right.
things.
All right. Yeah, because it could change even by the time they're there.
So this is the locked-in answer. So it might be the
How did that happen?
closest.
Wow. That's all right.
Okay.
That's fine. Well, I think if they're close, we're going to know that they looked.
Within 5, yeah.
They're like, what? What already? So the question is, how many Instagram followers does RMRC have right now? So the ready-made Instagram account.
And if you don't
section
follow us,
336, by the way. Thanks,
336.
Bob.
If you don't follow us while you're there.
Follow us while you're there.
Yes,
yeah, now
please.
you see what we're doing?
All
Yeah.
right, and then you can mess up somebody's answer.
Yeah. Now, the fact that it changed by at least 4 in a few seconds between when you first looked, go ahead and give up your privacy for some Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
Please do that.
Nathan Bowers.
Nathan Bowers got it on Facebook.
This is way more than a trinket. Come on.
Come on,
This
this
is the
is
STRIX
$20
T9 tool.
STRIX T9 tool. So
And
Nathan Bowers on Facebook, it did show up here, and Mr. Bill.
Mr. Bill.
Lucky Dog Productions, what account were you looking at? Because that number is nowhere close to the right number.
It's okay. You can still
All
buy
right.
one.
So Mr. Bill and Nathan Bowers, according to the screen I'm looking at, you are the winners.
Dan is incorrect.
Dan says 1 million. Yep. You never know. There are that many people following us one way or another. So, we'll figure out, maybe hit you up with messaging or shoot us a message. I'm not sure how we're going to do that with YouTube. We're going to figure out who Mr. Bill actually is.
Maybe have him open a support ticket.
Yeah, Mr. Bill opened up a
Yeah.
support ticket, and who else was it that on Facebook that got it?
And
It's off the screen already.
We're going to get people claiming to be Mr. Bill. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Please.
both of you contact us through support. We'll get you hooked up with your freebie. We'll figure out how to make sure it's the right person. Kelly, you're a little late.
He just looked at their answer. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, somebody, yes.
Javon may be
45,
right
yes.
because it probably is now.
Make
So-
sure you like us if you haven't already.
Yeah.
So
And if you want us to share your videos, make sure and tag us. Hashtag RMRC. Hashtag StrixRC.
join the RMRC Hangout if you haven't already on Facebook. It's a group. We show new products, talk about things coming back in stock. That's a great place, and join it. I'll accept your invite or accept your request. So.
All right. So I think that'll be it for the day.
It is
right?
Friday, so make sure you go out and fly this weekend. It's finally nice. I know we flew today in the pond, of course. But Ryan was flying. Get out there, have fun, and crash some stuff.
This is what we've been waiting for. Have fun. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, guys.